Michelle, thank you so much for being with us today. I'm so excited. So let's start off with sharing what is the most exciting thing you've done this year.
Well, I attended the first ever Crime Con in Indianapolis in June, and that was one of the most exciting things that I've done. It was the first ever convention for true crime fans, and it was very exciting, and I cannot wait to go back next year.
So tell us what got you started in true crime.
Well, I've always loved nonfiction more than fiction. I think what really happens is always more exciting than fiction. So I've always been interested in true crime, but since I've been listening to podcasts in the past 3 years, I've gotten really interested in it. I listen to a lot of true crime podcasts, and I also browse Reddit I spend a lot of my time on Reddit, so I see a lot of true crime on there also.
So what would be one podcast that you would recommend?
Oh, I have so many favorites. Thinking Sideways, Generation Y, True Crime Garage. Those are some of my favorite true crime podcasts.
Okay, that's amazing. I didn't even realize they were out there, so that's awesome that you're sharing them with us. So what kind of media do you use to learn more about true crime?
Well, a podcast would be the most, but I do spend a lot of time on Reddit, and I read true crime books too. So those would probably be the top three. And I also have some Facebook groups that are true crime based also.
Awesome. Okay. So kind of tell us how has your kind of love for true crime impacted your everyday life, or has it?
It's definitely impacted my everyday life. I always think of what I'm doing, and if I do anything out of the ordinary, my first reaction is, if something happened to me today, would this be a clue or would this be a red herring? So if I park somewhere I don't normally park, or I go somewhere I don't normally go, or do anything out of the ordinary, that it becomes, your thought process changes to, would this be a clue?
That's
or would it just be something that was random?
Wow, that's awesome. All right, so our last question. If you could solve one case, what would it be?
Well, high profile case, I would say either John Bonet or Madeleine McCann. Those are probably the top most high profile. But as far as ones that haven't received as much media attention, I would say Maura Murray or Aisha Degree. Those are some of the lesser known ones that just drive me crazy not knowing what happened.
So for those of us that are not familiar with those cases, where could we learn more about them?
Maura Murray is all over the websites, all over internet. If you Google her name, you're going to get thousands of people who think they know what happened to her or have theories, and truthfully nobody knows. And it will keep you up at night if you get hooked on this case.
Wow.
Because there's just so many potential things.
Wow, that's awesome. All right, so we'd love for you guys to share what is your favorite mystery you'd like to solve. So you can share it on the blog post. Thanks, Michelle.
Thank you.